We're deep in Big Bend National Park, and today we're exploring one of the most iconic spots, Santa Elena Canyon. The drive there was an adventure itself. Sheer canyon walls rising 1,500 feet cut sharply through the desert, marking the border between the U.S. and Mexico. We parked at the trailhead and walked towards the river. The start of the trail follows the banks of the Rio Grande, and we crossed it by balancing over some thin logs and sticks that had been placed there as a makeshift bridge, and then came the climb. A steep set of switchbacks took us up and over a rocky bluff, giving us our first real view into the canyon. Luca is 4 and Olivia is 2, so we could have made this hike much easier on ourselves by putting them in carriers, but we somehow forgot them at home, and the kids really didn't seem to care. Luca is a born hiker, and Olivia is determined to keep up with him. The canyon walls towered above the water, glowing golden in the morning sun, their reflection shimmering on the river's surface. It felt like stepping into another world that was quiet, vast, and untouched.
23 weeks pregnant.
The trail then curves along the cliff, with the canyon walls on one side and a steep drop-off to the river on the other. Eventually, the trail took us back down, leading us right to the water's edge. The air was cooler as the sun couldn't quite make it in between the narrow canyon walls, and the sound of the children's laughter echoed between the stone walls. Luca tossed rocks into the slow-moving current while we lingered, letting the moment sink in. It's hard to describe the scale of the Santa Elena Canyon until you're standing inside of it. Eventually, we turned back, retracing our steps, the sun finally greeting us as we made our way back to the canyon's edge. Big Bend has a way of making you feel like you've discovered something secret, something sacred. Santa Elena Canyon was no exception. Back at the trailhead, we heard the cows mooing, adding to the ambiance of this remote location. We recrossed the Rio Grande with just minimal mud on our boots and then headed back to the van to change and get ready to leave the park, letting Olivia play a little bit at her Play-Doh station before heading out to our next stop.